Welcome to Kaerbrok Farms. During our last video, we talked about a smoke box, and I want to kind of go over what exactly is in that smoke box so you can see how I kind of lay out tools and what tools you might need when you're out in the field. First and foremost in the smoke box is your smoker. This one is ancient as the days. It is copper. It's used to actually be on my parents' mantel place ages ago, and it is well used. We keep it clean as much as possible, but you can see there's gunk buildup. You see there's grass in there. More about that in a moment. But number one, in your smoke box, you need a smoker. Number two, you need a source of ignition. For me, that is a propane blowtorch. I like these little things mainly because they are super cheap and they work for like a year or two, and then all you need to do is get the propane tank refilled or recycle it at your local crappy tire, and away you go. What my dad used to do, pardon me, this little soda kit. He had this like little microjet thing. This one doesn't work too well. It does have liquid in it, and it could run. Should probably eventually figure out what's wrong with it. But yeah, this is what Dad used ages ago. It's still in my smoke box. One of these days I'll get it fixed. So yes, smoker and source of ignition, propane torch. Next, you're going to need something in order for the fire to be based off of. So you see this little thing that's labeled bolts. This little can has got, there we go, it's got shavings in it. These are just shavings from my wood shop, which isn't too far away, and we just scoop them up, put them in there, and that becomes the base. Fill that up about yay tall, maybe yay tall, with wood shavings so that the fire has something to burn on when it gets started. So, source of ignition, smoker, wood shavings, and wind. This is actually an integral part of my little bee operation. This, and there are many like them in the bee yard, or the bee yard, in the honey house. These are just little foam things you get as a drink tray when you go to Tim Hortons or McDonald's or Wendy's or whatever. And it's a really great kind of cardboard. It burns really, really well and slowly, and it will make a really nice smoke when you do happen to use it. So get yourself like, I don't know, 10 of these, 20 of these. That'll last you the whole year, and you get Timmy's out of it, so that's kind of nice. Or McDonald's or whatever fast food joint you particularly like to go to. I like to keep a bee brush with me at all times, mainly because sweeping bees is a lot nicer than doing anything else to them. And then any other tools you need. So I keep these two as my main tools to use out in the field. These are J tools. You can find them at pretty much any retailer, and these are the old pry bar lifting tools. You can also get these at Canadian Tire in the hardware section. Mainly, it's got a point, little scraper there. This one has a scraper here and here. This J section is used to actually lift frames, which we'll show you later. Not this video, but another one. And for this one, you can use the prying motion here in order to pry stuff up or pry things apart. You can use the same prying motion here to pry things apart with this one. Cool. Cool. I also keep a Sharpie. Sometimes I need to label frames. And having a Sharpie in there is kind of handy in order to quickly label things out in the field. Scissors in case I need to cut things. Always happens. And last but not least, optionally, of course, I have a little queen capture. So if I need to take a queen out of a colony for whatever reason, I have this little thing. See, opens up, scoop her in, close it. Queen's in there, maybe a couple workers. I can set her off to the side, and that way I know the queen is somewhere, and this will fit nicely in between a couple frames too. So this becomes incredibly useful if ever I'm manipulating anything in the brood box and a queen is there. And that's it. Everything else in this little box is just detritus. So, how do you light a smoker? Great question. Bit windy today, but we'll give it a shot. Number one, take your smoker. Open it up. There's stuff in it, like ash. Remove it, dump it out. Whew. Next, take your shavings. Fill it up. Don't fill it all the way to the top. 1/2 to 3/4. Leaves plenty of shavings for later. Next, take your drink tray, carve off a little bit, throw it in the top. That's what it should look like on the inside. Get your fire going. Fire is important. Without fire, we can't make any smoke. And last but not least, we're going to need some plant matter. We can get the fire going nice and hot, and then literally pull some grass, throw it on top of the fire. See, it starts to smoke nicely. And there you go. There's your smoker lit. Should stay lit for quite a while. And if you ever want to get together with other beekeepers, you can always see who can keep their smoker lit the longest. It's a weird game, but some of us play it. Alright, have a great day.